In Solomon Islands, a research project is improving the way development partners help local communities adapt to the impacts of climate change.
The overall goal is to understand what climate impacts of climate change lo kota communities when we study.
Insights from this research are helping development partners to work directly with communities to develop adaptation solutions based on local knowledge, needs, and priorities. The research was undertaken by local researchers in 3 communities: Tuwo Village, Langalanga Lagoon, and Karaina. Karaina is an informal settlement located within the capital city, Honiara, and is at high risk from sea level rise and storm surges. Communities such as Karaina are already adapting to the impacts of climate change, but often require assistance with basic needs such as communications equipment, emergency planning, and direct financial assistance.
So some time our friends start for call na, hey, you hear him na, cyclone warning or tsunami or what things so same na. Because not all of us got him na radio lo house too ya.
Yeah, lo for recent problem if I face him na this is a cyclone Harold. And for the house is down. Even our kitchen we for use for cooking them everything down.
And so, what's every time when disaster strike by White River School, no safe place look at that. Mostly what the houses they have no permanent. Some fella have the same no more. Some fella using no more tarpaulin and other canvas and osem. Other using other boxes no more for closing of time of sleep and osem. If you look at it, other already inside disaster no more. Then time disaster strike more, other double disaster na.
In remote rural areas such as Tuwo village in Temotu province, the impacts from climate change are threatening access to basic needs such as food and water. These impacts are also amplifying the existing drivers of migration and contributing to rapid population growth in urban settlements such as Karaina.
Before I understand that there's nothing very much we can do as the sea continue to come in and spoil area of Lamifala. We know exactly that this land will soon be sinking, so we are trying to find somewhere else for Mifala settling family of Lamifala.
Development partners can help to strengthen community resilience by understanding local needs and building on local strengths.
More and more women are involved na lo strong in Mota House time cyclone. Now that a lot of men have moved come to town for wakan or same, stuck a woman will stay behind ya. Okat na mag-wet lot house ya. Si follow mine na mga community lang. This time, mo ta digging na ta big trenches so that time sea come up and follow na ta drains ya. Then ot save him not garden blood from salt water. Communities no sabi about in resilience ya. Ot no sa what na term resilience, but ot sa understanding no survival.